Hi, my name is Paul, and I like to go places. And in today's video, I'm going to show you this 1996 Yamaha RT100, which I just bought yesterday, and I'm going to attempt learning to ride it. I've never ridden on a dirt bike or motorcycle before, so this should be entertaining. So just to give you a bit of an overview of how I'm accomplishing this, I've got a hitch installed on the bottom of my Toyota Camry. I think it's a class 2 hitch is what it's called. And then I had to get this piece of metal here, which turns it into a class 3. And then that allows me to use this bike carrier from Princess Auto. It's a chain of stores up here in Canada. And that was $129 on sale for the bike carrier. That piece of metal was, I think, $30 on Amazon. And the trailer hitch here, those new were way too expensive, so I found one on Facebook Marketplace for $65 and couldn't argue with that price. So it just bolts right in, and yeah, it was no problem at all. And for strapping down the bike, I'm just using these ratchet straps, and I've got 3 of them. So I put one kind of like around the entire body of the bike here, and then there's 2 more on the handlebars, securing it down to the bike carrier there. And for the bike itself, I picked this up on one of our classified websites locally. It was 1,500 Canadian dollars. I think for what I got, it seems like a pretty good deal. It was not ridden hard or anything like that. It was just kind of used in someone's spare time, I guess. So I think it got really dirty as I was off-roading the car to get to this spot where I am right now. But yeah, when I bought it, it was pretty clean. Yeah, now it's very dirty, but I went with this bike because I didn't want to get anything smaller than the 100cc engine, and I didn't necessarily want anything bigger because, well, 1, I have no idea what I'm doing, and 2, my intention is to just kind of use the bike on, roads like this, where it's just dirt or, something like that. I wanted to go up logging roads, stuff like that, so yeah. And, I mean, Yamaha is a fairly well-known brand, so I figure I couldn't go wrong. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I will pull the bike off the carrier, and we'll go over the rest of it. Okay, so I don't know anything about dirt bikes, but this is a 2-stroke motor, and it's got the oil injection, so we put the 2-stroke oil in here. I've already checked the level and put a bit more in here, so we're good for that. I think, yeah, if you're running a 2-stroke motor without some sort of oil injection, then you have to do pre-mixed fuel, where you put the 2-stroke oil in your fuel as you put it in the tank. So yeah. Basically, to get this started, I think we turn this switch over to on, and then we have to pull the choke out a little bit if it's the motor's cold, and then it's got a kickstart right over here. So we checked the oil here already for, I guess this is the transmission oil or something, and then it uses 10W30 standard oil as far as I know. I think that's what the manual said. Let's see. We've already checked the gas level, put some gas in. We have our on-off switch for the engine. We have our front brake up here. The back brake was down there by the feet. Then we have our clutch lever. And I purposely wanted one that had the manual clutch because I kind of wanted that level of control. I didn't really want to get one that was automatic. I wanted to just be able to pull the lever down to disconnect the engine from the transmission whenever I wanted to. So, and I think that's actually broken. The tip is broken off, I think. I'll have to look into that at some point, order some parts in. And then the shifter. So on this one, I think what you do is to oh hell, I'll just figure it out as I go. What I got to do is make sure the bike is in neutral, I think, I guess, before I start it. And when I start it, I'll also be using the clutch just in case it is in gear, because I have no idea what I'm doing, and this is all new to me. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is figure out how to fire up the bike, and we got to let it warm up for a few minutes before we attempt to go riding, I guess. All right, so she's running. I got to let her warm up for a little bit, and then we'll be ready to take our first ride. Probably just going to try going flat on some of these roads here. So yeah, because I have no idea what I'm doing. So yep. All right, I think we're ready to give this a shot. Now, a smart person would be wearing all the proper gear, including a helmet. So yeah, let's go. I accidentally just stalled it, thinking it was in neutral when it wasn't. So all right. So I think that was actually fairly successful, and now what I'm going to do is probably do that about 100 more times, and then I might actually figure out how to make it up and down some of these roads out here. And also I'm going to figure out how to change into second gear, because I think that would be a good thing. All right, I'll take you for a ride in a bit. All right, I am now wearing the GoPro on my head, so I'm going to see how this this works out. I'm just going to demonstrate going up and down the road a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay, run. I think the choke was way in. Don't need the choke. Should be in neutral, but yep, it is. All right, so clutch in, gear, throttle, Okay, so I think that was all 5 gears, if I can count properly. And I mean, aside from just getting used to it, this was a remarkable, easy bike to learn. Gotta just be careful on the throttle. I don't give it too much because I'm not really prepared for that. But yeah, this has actually been, I think, fairly easy. I thought it was going to be a little bit harder than that, but yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm probably going to just start riding on some of these random roads, just get some more hours on the bike and familiarize myself with you know, how it feels when I'm going on something other than just a straight road. So some of the areas that I've been here previously, it's the roads are a lot rougher, so I'm going to try and get used to how it handles on that. And yeah, I think I'll once I get more I guess once I get more of a feel for the bike, then I'll record some more video clips for you. So yep. All right, let's take a ride. Let's see, make sure I'm in neutral. Try doing a test with unstabilized GoPro footage. Let's see how it works. think we've reached the end of the road. But that was fun. Buying a dirt bike was not something I ever would have considered doing in the past. I typically preferred to be on four wheels, but I'm finding that this type of transportation will get me further into the wilderness for all sorts of exploration. I plan on keeping the RT100 long term, so expect to see future videos of me finding new places to explore with it. There is a few changes I'll be making to the bike, but otherwise I'm very happy with it. As always, thank you for watching.